Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is part 2 of my third IVF round, and I'm going to share some updates. I'm currently in Spain. We went traveling. We've been to Portugal, and yesterday I was in Morocco. We were in Morocco, and tomorrow we're going to Gibraltar, and today we're just chilling out here in a place near the city of Tarifa here in Spain. So I'm going to share with you what happened on the second half of my IVF third round. Last time I was talking about embryo transfer. So I had my embryo transfer exactly 13 days ago. So after the transfer, we went home. I had some days off. I took a 2-week holiday. The first few days after the transfer, I've had some symptoms, but like what I've told you before, most of them are most probably caused by the medicine, cyclogest, the progesterone that I was taking. I was very, very exhausted. I think I napped like 3 times a day. And I'm also very, very hungry. I've had like hunger pangs, especially at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning. And it's not just like small hungry, it's like really hunger pangs. But then again, it was not something new. I have had hunger pangs after my gallbladder surgery last year, but then it was gone, and then it just came back after the embryo transfer. It wasn't as bad, but I really had to like grab something like a cookie or something, fruit, or just drink plenty of water. And then what else? Symptoms. I've had a bit of nausea during the first few days, some cramping here and there, and yeah, I was just literally very, very tired, very, very exhausted the first few days after the embryo transfer. I didn't have very much pain. Everything was manageable. I didn't have to take extra painkiller after the embryo transfer. I only had the ones that were given to me during the day. It was, I think, if I remember correctly, that was paracetamol, and then I had Voltaren and midazolam, which is to calm my nerves, and of course the local anesthesia. And by the way, guys, this third round, they used ultrasound when they transferred the embryo. So I told you last time we got 3 eggs, and all of them were fertilized. We had 3 embryos, and then when we went to the embryo transfer, the nurse told me that they've chosen the best one, and then they're going to like cultivate the 2 other embryos more before they could decide if they could freeze it or not. So I think what they transferred back was a 3-day-old embryo. So I had a retrieval on a Monday and transfer on a Thursday, which is like 10 days ago. Yes. So, but I tried to live normally. And the past 2 IVF rounds, I was very careful. I didn't do a lot of strenuous activities. I did like relax and just, walk and eat and things like that, but I didn't stress out that much. I didn't even travel. But for this third round, I've decided that I'm not going to stop my life, hold it for a pause, and I'm going to do something that I really love, which is traveling. So, and this holiday, we have booked it many months ago. I don't know, but every time the hospital gave me a schedule for IVF, it always falls on my holiday from work. So we have already rescheduled before, so this time I was like, it is not advised to travel, but they didn't say that you shouldn't travel. But of course, you have to be careful. I'll talk about what I did before to prepare myself for this traveling, and then during the traveling that we're doing right now. But anyway, going back to the embryo transfer, they used an ultrasound, they put back the embryo, we went home, and I try not to think about the symptoms very much because I've had that before, and then I've just gotten big fat negatives, right? So I don't think I can trust those symptoms, although they can pretty much similar to pregnancy symptoms, right? But you know, you have to set your expectations when you're doing this process. Yeah, set your expectations straight. So I don't want to get hopeful and then ikisan, right? So yeah, when we arrived in Portugal, I think that was 4 days after the egg transfer that we flew to Portugal, to Lisbon. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a warm country. I need to stay hydrated, and I need to be careful with what I eat. I've read some comments, not on my post personally, but on other people's posts, that they were like, oh, don't go to Spain, don't go to Portugal, it's way too hot, it's uncomfortable. But you know, women in Spain and women in Portugal get pregnant as well, even though it's hot. And I also came from a place where it's sunny all the time, or summer, not all the time, but most of the time it's hot. And people do get pregnant there as well. So maybe this is what I need, right? So I used stockings from the pharmacy, you know, to when after the embryo transfer, the doctor told me that you should live as if you're pregnant. So you need to be careful with the risk of getting a blood clots and stuff like that. So I used stockings, which was very nice. I looked like a schoolgirl with the knee-length stockings because they don't have it like tights all the way up to your legs. I had it until the knee length. Yes. And then I also took with me two facial sheet to moisturize. I didn't use it in the plane though. I used it in the hotel. As soon as I arrived, I put the supposedly hydrating face sheet or face mask, which was very nice. The weather here is very hot, as you can see. And then we just tried to take things slow. We rented a car. We were in Lisbon, and then we drove down to Faro, which is a popular like holiday spot. But we didn't go to the city. We stayed a little bit outside. So we went to the beach. I didn't bathe because that's not that's a no-no after your embryo transfer, because of the risk for getting infection. So I fought really hard not to get myself into the beach or into the pool. Or there was one place we stayed at in Portugal. There was a jacuzzi, so I had to avoid that one as well. But it's okay. I'm not very much into bathing anyway. So yes, we traveled here in Spain, and then yesterday we went to Morocco by boat. It was a very strenuous activity. It was actually very spontaneous. I was a bit skeptic about going there. There was much, you know, from Motimbake or to and fro, thinking about the cons, and I've been reading reviews, and there's going to be lots of line and stuff like that. I'm going to share with you the trip to Morocco, which is very exciting. That was my first time in Tangier. But while in Morocco, there was one time yesterday when I got super duper duper tired and I got super duper sleepy. I could I told myself I could sleep on the grass. I really wanted to sleep. I was super exhausted. And we went on the boat and it was super hot, and that's where I got so much headache. Like it was going to blow off. And I was drinking lots of water. I was drinking, my husband also bought me some Coke Zero, Cola Zero. Get me something cold, right? And I was fanning myself and stuff like that. The boat trip takes only 1 hour, but nevertheless, it felt like the longest 1 hour boat trip that I've taken because it was super hot and my head was throbbing. Like, so I thought something was wrong. It doesn't chime. So we got here, we took a shower, we slept, and this morning I woke up and once again I had hunger pangs. I was really, really hungry. But what I like about Spain is you can buy this milk bread, and I like pairing it with cream cheese, Spanish cream cheese light. That's really, really good. So I had like a couple of those at 3 a.m. and then I was like, I have a test day tomorrow. It's beta HCG test day tomorrow actually, but since I'm here abroad, then I can't take it in. I can't take it before next Monday. But I had sticks with me. I brought a couple of these clear blue with the weak indicator, and I took a test this morning at 3 a.m. and I was like 99% sure that it was going to be negative. I've never had a positive pregnancy test in my whole years of trying. Never, not a single one, not even the strips. I've never experienced like a couple. So I used it 3 a.m. and then I waited and it started blinking, and I'm going to show you. It says gravid NT2, which means pregnant 1 to 2 weeks, which means that conception happened like a couple of weeks ago, which corresponds to the retrieval and the transfer. So it's very, very early in the process. I'll probably share this video later on when I'm a little bit secured or something like that. I don't know. But like what I've said, I've never experienced a positive test. So I'm trying to cherish this moment. I couldn't believe it. But I was elated. I'm happy. And I told my husband right away when we woke up. We were very happy. So today I decided, or I asked him to take it slow. So we're just spending the day here in the hotel, which is totally fine because we got a nice view of the mountain, nice weather. We went out to the beach a while ago to see some kite flying in the trees, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself hydrated, and keep myself happy, and keep myself stable for now. And I'm excited to probably take again another one of these 2 or 3 days from now to see if maybe it becomes 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know, but this is good, and we'll take a blood test as soon as we get home to check the HCG level. I don't know if this is going to pull through. Things can happen, but right now I'm happy that this is possible, that I could get this kind of result. So I'm just gonna enjoy this moment and cherish this moment that I got this. Yay! I haven't told anybody yet. It's just me and my husband. It's our moment, and hopefully the odds will be in our favor this time. So thank you for supporting my journey, and thank you for watching this. I hope you get something inspiring or something helpful about this process. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So celebrate with me for this simple and short moment. Thank you. Adios.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every